The man of the hour, you know what it is, Sean. What's good? That's right, the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour. I got more money than Reagan got power. That's old school rap there, boy. This clown here. Look, man, you gonna go right in my space. Move up, fool. Who we got in the building? Who we got in the building? We got Aaron, Carl Young, Sean Family. Let me check my surroundings first, guys. You know what I mean? Before we get to this, before we make this movie, before we make this schmovie. Hit that like button on your way in. My boy LA Sports Lab AC. Go subscribe. We in the building. We in the building. Let me turn this car off. Stop running my gas. Crack the windows. Put a little air in here because it's summer design. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the licks up. He said Lakers is not winning anytime soon. I agree. My thing is this. See, this is the thing. I think the Lakers sound like they pretty much, the Lakers front office, they probably feel this is not the team going to do it. But of course, Luka is an athlete. LeBron is an athlete. They always going to think they can win, which I agree. And I'm not saying the Lakers can't win, but it just don't feel like it. I just don't like their roster. He said he think the Lakers might get Giannis low key. I don't think so. I don't see it right now. Put it that way. I don't see it. He say hoping for LeBron trade. I don't think so. But then again, you never know because LeBron is doing his part far as he's showing his unhappiness. LeBron is doing his part. So I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? I can't say LeBron is doing his part. LeBron showing that he's really not happy. He's really showing that. He's not putting no cut card on it. He's showing that. And that's another thing I agree. Lakers don't got nothing that the Bucks will want for Giannis. That's why I said the only now if you sitting there, it's the only way I see it free agency. That'd be it. That'd be it. The only thing. He said Joker's going to the Lakers. I really don't see nothing. My thing is what the Lakers need to do. What the Lakers need to do, play it smart. I heard the report. I don't see. You can't believe every report because one thing is August, and this the good thing what y'all can say about me, right? I got to pat myself on the back, but this one thing y'all can say about me. I know it's August. I know it's slow. I know how to. I ain't gonna say I'm a professional, but I know how to just stir up stuff. I just can't just do that to y'all. Y'all guys been too good to me, right? I could take breaks, and you guys still there. I got like a good support system, right? And it's hard for me to bullshit you guys. I just can't do that. So I can't just make up trades or just start throwing out scenarios that, and truly in my heart, I don't see as happening. You know what I mean? So what you're gonna see now with a lot of content creators, people just gonna start throwing things out for content. You know, maybe I'm not at that level of content creators where I just can't do that. I owe it to you guys. You guys been too good for me to just sell you bullshit. I just can't do that. Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up. Oh, thanks. My boy Keon said he checked me out on the beat last night. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, yeah, y'all go watch that. We had Chris Gotti. That interview was so mean, man. That was a great interview, man. Chris Gotti is a good dude, man. That y'all definitely got to go check out the Beat 139. We had Chris Gotti up there. He didn't hold no punches back. You know what I'm saying? I I really appreciate Chris, man. You know what I'm saying? But um yeah, let's get the likes up. But yeah, but like I was saying, y'all can hear me? Yeah, but like I was saying, guys, I just think the Lakers need to play it smart. I think they need to. Not saying it's a throw. The way I do it, I just be smart. Continue what they doing. I like what they doing as far as the cap space situation. You know, give yourself every option. But my thing is this: I wouldn't. It doesn't matter what type of year um Reeves has. Reeves can have a good year, and the reason why I wouldn't still go for that because he had a good year is the reason why I wouldn't go for that. Because let's say if he have a good year, everybody, I can say everybody, but most people have good years. They on their contract year. I still wouldn't go for that. I just wouldn't. My thing is this: you Reeves. That's just two Lakers. What the Lakers need to focus. You know he's not a number two. That's just common sense. Your third best player, you should look at like this. If I had to pay $30 million, $30 to $35 million, this guy had to have a major impact. And I just don't see it. I don't see him having a major impact. Because a major impact is a guy, he if he's not he don't have no impact if he's not scoring well. See that's not good. For a third guy, he need to do a little more. If he don't have 20 something points, it's not good, man. Who we got? My boy Big Cam. He said, we can't give Reeves 30 million unless we exactly. Exactly, cat. And my thing is this. You cannot my thing is this. You have to be smart. Don't let it trick you. Don't let it fool you. You have to be straight up with Luka. Listen, what we trying to build, you have to build strategically, and you have to be real smart. I like what they doing far as with Kaminga. I like how they keep him at that 20 something range. Like Sacramento don't want him at that high number. Phoenix don't want him at that high number. You want him at that 20 because you now you're putting yourself in a good way you could build. You can't have certain guys at them 30s and $40 million. You can't. Kuminga to me is not no second best player. He's not. Kuminga a third best player. Reeves could be a third best player. But they the same way. If Kuminga not scoring, if Reeves not scoring, they don't do anything. That's why you don't pay the 30-something million. You only could pay that if a guy has an impact if he's scoring 14 points, 12 points. Reeves don't have no impact, and Kuminga wouldn't have no impact if they scoring 12 or 14 points. Because if you look at it, it shows Reeves was averaging like 14 in the playoffs. It's not like he was averaging 6 points. It's not like he was averaging 6. He was averaging about like 14, but it meant nothing. It meant nothing. It meant nothing. So my thing is, he said, would you trade Reeves for Miles Bridges? How much money Miles Bridges make? Tell me how much money Miles Bridges make. Because Miles Bridges is more like a third best player too. How much money Miles Bridges make? If he make like 18, I'm definitely doing it. I know he got like some years left on his deal. That might not be bad. Somebody please help me out. Somebody please help me out. How much Miles Bridges make? And tell me when his contract, all y'all got to do, look him up and tell me when his contract ends. Because think about it, it might not be bad considering how much money he makes. That depends on how much money he makes. That definitely depends. Because you have to, when you build the team now, your third guy, because you know it's not going to be, he not going to have them offensive nights like that. He not. So he going to have to be an impact in other areas. And I don't see Reeves being an impact in other years. Ooh. I don't know about that. 3 years at 75 million, 25 million a year. That's not 30, but I would like him a little under because he scares me. His talent is cool, but the issue I have with Miles Bridges, he the type of person, things could be going good and he could do something stupid. $25, I don't know. I don't know. They're gonna have to put this way. If I trade Reeves for him, it's not gonna be straight up. Put it that way. I want more. The reason why I want more is he scares me. He scares me. He's one of them type. The third year, 22. That's not bad. Hold up, 27. That's this year, right? So if you get 27 this year, 25, then 22. So is the 27 is this year? If it's this year, I feel better more if it's this year than next year. Because you said first year. It's the 27 starts this year. If it's this year, I can stomach it. And now I'm dealing with when the real season starts, and now I'm dealing with him having 25 on the books for next year. And then 22. See, you want your third guy to me. This is my ideal. I want my third guy around anywhere from like 20 to $24 million. He said for Miles Bridges and Josh Green. Josh Green do play deep and he play hard. He's played hard. But how many years he got left? Oh, it started 2024. Okay. Oh, so that might not be bad then. I have to give it more look before I give my fully stamp on it. So nobody want Kleber. People take Kleber. I disagree with that. Kleber on his last year, he's 6'11". He could shoot jump shot. People would take Kleber. Yes, they would. Last year, yes, they would. But I want to I want to touch on the Gilbert Arenas thing. I just want to say one thing, and reason why I don't talk about the Gilbert Arenas situation, and I'm a little scared for Gil. He said, "Do you want Kleber?" No, I don't want Kleber on the Lakers. I don't want him. But I'm talking about far as when I mean like nobody don't want Kleber, not like he gonna be a center of a trade. What I mean by that, no, I don't want Kleber. But my thing is this: if a team trying to move a player and they had to take him in a deal, or if the Lakers giving up stuff with him and it could benefit a team would take him. That's what I meant. Not like a team want him, like, oh, I want him and got big plans, and not that. So if y'all thought that, I'm not talking about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like far as like I said, he's not no head case. 6'11". He could knock down threes. He got experience. He's not like super old. Um, I and if you have to make a trade, and you have to, I don't see a team being like, nah, I don't want him at all. I don't see that. The team needs something to get off their player, and they want to move a player that they Lakers giving up picks or whatever it is. Like if you want to, let's say if you're trading him with Reeves, people do it. Its contract ends. And that's the main thing a lot of teams want this year. Teams want a lot of expiring contracts this year. A lot of teams want expiring contracts. A lot of teams. Said Kevin Love want to come back to the Lakers. No, sir. That the Lakers do that, they going right back to the old Lakers. That's going back to the old Lakers. Just doing stuff just to do. Like what would be the purpose? What would be the purpose of Lakers taking Kevin Love? What would be the purpose? We don't got no ties to him. He want to end his career in Los Angeles. Like we don't got no ties to him. Like and if he say he want to end his career back in Minnesota where he started, I can respect that. Oh, they going by Genie old tweets over 37. Kevin, like, what would be the purpose? That's the old Lakers. Oh, come on, let's just have an old guy. Like, what purpose he would serve? He would serve no purpose on the Lakers, none. He's washed up. He's been washed up for years. He's been washed up for years. It served no purpose. That's going right back to the old Lakers. So Janie had a crush on him. I don't care how much of a crush she had. I'm not. I'm not doing that. Lakers need to show that they serious. Like that's why I said. That's why Bronny and them has to go. Cause that just y'all just doing props. They got to stop with this prop stuff. Bronny's a prop. Bronny's a prop. Bronny there. We all know why Bronny is there. We all know why he's there. He said he's curious to see how good the Clippers will be this year. My thing is this: Lakers need to. I just hope even when Luka come or whatever, and after next year, see, I'm really looking forward to more next year. After like LeBron go and they really need to get rid of Austin Reeves. I want to see how the Lakers really gonna try to build it. They building for winning or they building for. I don't like all that. Oh, this guy he went to USC. He's a homegrown kid. I never like that. I never was with that, especially when something that's important. If you want to do that, like okay, the Bronny thing, I ain't have a. My thing was this with the Bronny situation. I really wouldn't have had a big problem if LeBron never said all he said. They should have been quiet. All that, and then JJ Redick, he earned the future starts now with him, and we did. That's the shit. You don't have to say all that. You know, come on, that's the problem I have with that. And, okay, a guy want his son there. He played the first year with him. That should have been it. That should have been it right there. That's a good enough favor. A 1 year deal, and that should have been it. The Clippers, I just feel the Clippers to me always in their own way. I just don't have, no matter how good their team is, I can say they're gonna be good. It's just hard for me to see something just it's always. Then you got a guy like Harden that he always flame out. It never fails. Yeah, that horizon. That's my thing there. That is my thing right there. They all that wasn't had to be done. Now if that would just happen, boom. But the thing I don't like, I hate when props come in when it's like for instance, Mo Wagner was a senior in Michigan. Yeah, he playing decent now. He became a decent player, but he's not better than Mitchell Robinson. And Mitchell Robinson was a high school kid. If you go back, y'all can go back your own and watch him. He had like a little handle. It just that you could see them injuries derailed him. I think Mitchell Robinson probably one injury away from his career being over, especially a leg injury. He gained a lot of weight. He was slim. He was super athletic. He's not athletic at all no more. You could see them injuries destroy them. And he's young, and he's a good rebounder. He was a good shot blocker, but now he don't move as well around the paint. But there's no way the Lakers shouldn't have drafted Mitchell Robinson. I would love to have been. Well, I know why they drafted Mo Wagner. They drafted him because Mo Wagner because he went to Michigan, and him and Magic had this little funny little thing going on. Well, he's Michigan. Magic's why he's from Michigan. Rob went to Michigan. Magic went to Michigan State. Like that. It was really no reason at all for them to do that. And that's what I'm saying. Props like that. You doing it because the guy went to school, your school, and you from that state. Like, nah, I'm not drafting no guy because he's from Los Angeles. He went to UCLA and all that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that just because. Those props to me. Should Mike Brown really want Ben Simmons on the Knicks? They wish we drafted Tatum. See, the thing is with that, right? And that's another thing. Lakers really had their mind set on Lonzo. They had their mind locked and set on Lonzo because had Lonzo not went to, let's say if Lonzo, I guarantee you, if Lonzo was from somewhere like Texas and went to Kansas, and he could have played the exact same way he played, but he's from Texas, went to Kansas, that draft would have been. The simple fact Lakers felt is a storyline behind it. Oh, he's from he's a California kid, Chino's Hill. Oh, he went to USLA, a homegrown kid. Oh man, that was it right there. Lonzo could have played the exact same year he had in college, the exact same year, but if he was from Texas and went to Kansas somewhere, in college in Kansas, or it had to be Kansas, he could have went to Kentucky. If he was just been from North Carolina and went to Kentucky, I don't think the Lakers would have drafted him. I think it was they drafted him solely because he was a hometown kid. And that never ends well. Yeah, Magic. That's what get me mad with Magic. Because Magic brought into it. And I remember Magic talking about Lonzo like crazy. And then he gonna sit there and talk about, no, Magic, you was all in with that. That was a collective thing. When they did it, I remember clearly. See, the shit that kills me, I be remembering shit, and people, a lot of stuff slide by the waistline. A lot of things slide by the waistline. I can remember clear as day when Lonzo was drafted, they was like, yo, it was a group that said we all was in favor of this. I remember Magic and Rob and them saying that. They all was in the favor. They all was excited about the prospect of Lonzo Ball playing in Los Angeles. They all was. Yeah, he said he wanted him to retire his jersey, yup. He said it's Young getting traded. Trae Young getting traded. I don't know. I think they're gonna try to go for it. Herm, what up, Herm? I ain't seen Herm in a minute. Herm is in the building. Memphis, stand up. LeVar hyped him up, but like I said, if he wasn't from LA, that shit sold it. They had a storyline, a hometown kid. That's the thing. That's the thing I don't like about the Lakers. That's why if they get Kevin Love, they going right back to the old Lakers. Cause what purpose you have with him? You know he can't really help you. You know that. You'll be better if getting somebody younger, someone more who can help you. He can't help you. He's done. He's done. It's over for him. It's over. Over for him. Y'all got no ties to each other. None. If he want to retire, go back to Minnesota, cool. If he want to retire in Cleveland, cool. But far as the Lakers, y'all got no ties. It makes no sense. Um, Make no sense. Herm said, can't wait to get rid of Bron. I think everybody waiting for that. And I think that now, I think the Lakers feel now they got a little upper hand on this. I think the Lakers feel a little better that, hey, the fans want this. Like, they seeing that a lot of people don't want LeBron now. So now they could feel better, like they don't have to worry about no backlash. You see how Luka got backlash? They know if they trade LeBron James, it wouldn't be no backlash. They know that. They know that now. So now you negotiating from a good space. You don't need Kevin Love. You get Kevin Love, you show me you're going right back to the thing. He can't help, can't do nothing for you. You're going right back to the old thing. Oh, Kevin Love, a name, a big name player in his career. Oh, he's LeBron James' ex teammate. They won in Cleveland together. Oh, Kevin Love, you know, and then there's extra stuff that goes into it with him. Nah, nah. Yeah, I ain't even like him in Cleveland either. That's what I'm saying. These guys kill me. They be wanting to. He said. He said Kevin Love need to stop. Let me see. He said Kevin Love need to stop posting me. Yeah, and go be with his family. Elenia, that'd be bad. He said they could start Luka, Reeves, and Lavavia. That would be bad. And I'm hearing that's a possibility though. That's a possibility. Yeah, we're gonna start Hearn. We definitely gonna do that. Lakers, that'd be stupid if they do that. You have to start Marcus Smart. It's like it's don't even make no sense. Uh, I I do Daryl. Um, I had to see him play, but I think he gonna be good in time. He said Reed's not coming off the bench. See, the thing is that Reed's in a contract year, and I wouldn't blame him right now. You're not gonna wait till this year to put me on the bench, cause that gonna drive his money all the way. Especially if he play good in that position, cause now he gonna be looked at as a sick man, and then they're gonna pay him according to that. He it's not happening. He's not going to the bench. The main reason he's not going to the bench because his his situation. And I guarantee you. And now, don't get me wrong. Now stuff like this happens, and this is where I could see him asking for a trade. Let's say um, Reeves missed like a week, right? Let's say he missed like 10 days. So in 10 days they play about 3 or 4 games, right? And let's say in that 3 or 4 games he missed, let's just say for instance the Lakers starting lineup be this, right? Let's say the Lakers starting lineup is Marcus Smart, Austin Reeves, Luka, Bron, and Aiton, right? Let's say that's their starting five. Let's say Reeves go down with an injury or something and he misses 10 days. So let's say in that 10 days the Lakers play like 4 games. Let's say in that 4 games the Lakers go 4-0, and let's say while Reeves been playing, let's say, put it this way, I'm gonna make a good example. Let's say that just throw it out there. Let's say the Lakers record is like 4 games over 500, right? However y'all want to do it. Let y'all want to say, okay, they 6-20 and 16, some shit like that, right? Let's say the Lakers like 20-16, right? That's the Lakers record, 20-16, and Reeves go down, miss like 10 games. I mean, 10 days, not games, days. And let's say in that 10 days, Lakers play like 4 games. So let's say the Lakers go 4-0 in that. Now they 24-16. They play 4 games. Let's say the Lakers play good, and let's say the Lakers win margins like 14 points. Let's say they win in about 14. They looked good in them 4 games, and let's say they put, let's say Rui in their starting lineup, right? Or Vanderbilt, or some, Rui, Vanderbilt, whatever, right? In that starting lineup, and let's say their defense was better, they won more. I think he coming back, he wouldn't go straight to the starting lineup. I think after them 4 games he played, the Lakers played well, they'd go continue going back with whoever they went with. Let's just say Rui or somebody. They're gonna stick with Rui, and let's say the Lakers just start playing better and Reeves come off the bench. He's not gonna like it. I can see him asking for a trade then. Because now I see the Lakers will be like, you know what, we gotta keep you on the bench because our team's clearly better with you coming off the bench. He said we choose TNT over Caruso. See, y'all have to look at the whole picture of things. See, it seems crazy now, but y'all have to look at. I don't think that I I honestly can say everybody have their own opinion, but I honestly think if y'all look at number one, y'all look at y'all comparing number one. Caruso y'all seeing now was not the Caruso was with the Lakers. That's why when they say, damn, somebody called, that shit fucking me up. Shit going on in this car. let's say that's why people say hindsight 2020 and all this stuff there. It's crazy when people think this, but the reality is this. For one, the Caruso you're seeing now is not the same Caruso. That's number one. That's number one. You seeing a guy, all he did was, and his defense wasn't like it is now. He was more hustle. He was more a 50-50. The ball goes on that floor now. I put my money on Caruso. He diving and going to get that ball. I tell you his whole game. He was pretty smart, right? He was more of a hustler, more of a grinder, a hustler, dive on the floor guy like that than a pure defender. He wasn't locking shit up. People was like, damn. He was more KCP, deflect the ball, and he would just run and probably dive on the floor and throw it like he was that type of guy. He was never scoring a lot of points. He's averaging like 6 points. So offensively, it wasn't that offensively. He's more of a loose ball type of guy. Smart player, don't really turn the ball over. Occasionally knock a shot down. He wasn't breaking them guys to dribble, bopping dudes. He was doing none of that. He was doing none of that. So my thing is this, and he was much older than Horton Tucker. He's much older. Cause see, and what happened was the Lakers ain't developed good. That's what that is. Cause if you look at it, TAT. This is why I said the Lakers just didn't develop good. And it always the NBA. If you know the NBA, you know, you had the team draft you. That team really had to be the one that really developed you. The Lakers ain't really developing well. Number one, what happened with THT, for real, he got dealt with a lot of injuries. That kind of set him back. He dealt with injuries, and then he wasn't developed well. He was in and out of the lineup. I remember that year like crazy. He started off the year averaging like 25 points. He played like 3 games, had like 3 straight 25-point games. Then he got hurt. Then when he got hurt, he came back. He in and out the lineup. His minutes jumping up and down. When there's a young guy can't cope with that inconsistency. You'll be better off giving him consistent 15 minutes and be like, okay, that's your role. You can't jump and give him. He playing 30 minutes now. Next game playing 14 minutes. Then playing 20 something minutes. Then down to like 11 minutes. You can't do that. That threw him off. The Lakers' development was real bad. So the Lakers developed bad. That was bad. The development was bad. And the Lakers' development was bad. And then their development was bad. And then he had like early injuries to kind of set him back, and then the Lakers just lost confidence in him. That's all. They lost confidence in him real quick. He had he had a couple nagging injuries, and they developed bad. That's all that was. Because if you look at it, he's big. He got arms for days. He just who he was. He never got a chance to polish. Because the Lakers had unrealistic. They was never really a championship team. They was posing as one. They just never put in the time. Development was garbage. Everybody know that. Everybody know when the guys leave the Lakers, most of them be better when they gone than with the Lakers. That's just what it is. And it's sad to say, but that's the truth. Everybody left the Lakers was better. And they making it like just Caruso. It wasn't just Caruso. KCP was better his first year in Denver than he was with the Lakers. We all know Lonzo, Ingram, Hart, all them guys was better. Jordan Clarkson, Zubac, every guy left the Lakers got a little better. Caruso. THT played for Chicago. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, back to Gil because somebody wanted me to mention the thing. I don't. I think Gil. Reason why I said Gil should stop playing when he say snitching. He don't realize you. They don't play like we play. I know, and a lot of fans, American fans, and people that know Gil is a jokester. Them guys don't play like that. Them Israeli guys. You dealing with a Israeli mafia type guys, right? And you plan that you're gonna snitch on them. That I just think if I'm Gil, stop with that. Stop with that. Don't play that you're gonna snitch on somebody. Cause them guys did, they not gonna go at you. They gonna go at your loved ones. They send messages first. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna go at you. It's gonna be clear direct that they did something to you. They send messages. You got your family. You got even your close friends, like a guy like Nick Young. Like they know, okay, what will hurt him. You got your your wife, your kids, your close friends. You know what I'm saying? Nick Young is your best friend. Like you putting people at risk. This will hurt him right here. We send a message. Like you don't joke about snitching on nobody. Like I wouldn't joke about snitching on nobody, period. Even though I think you joking around. But they might not take it that way. They don't probably even know you like that. He said Gil is almost and you know what's crazy? You might be right. He said Gil is almost beyond saving at this point. You might be right. I think he had to like it's coming time you have to grow up some. I get it. You keep that same energy, I get it, but I'm not playing about nothing like that. Yeah. And it's the feds. Yeah, Joseph, I agree. Like it's a lot can happen. Like how they do it, I've been around them guys. I've been around them guys. And the first thing the main thing what they do is they that's their thing. You know what I'm saying? That's their thing. They don't go at you because they go directly at you. It's strictly okay, cool. What happened? They send you messages first. Always a message. You got your wife, kids, your family, your father, whoever. I think your father's still alive. I think his mom passed away, and you got Nick Young, your best friend. You know what I'm saying? Something okay, cool. I wouldn't chance. I wouldn't play with that. Everything not a joke. You dealing with Iranian mafia. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with that. And don't think that guy might not even be, that guy could be high ranking. He might not be no boss. So they may be like, this shit can unfold other things. I just leave it alone. I wouldn't even say nothing. He don't owe nobody. He don't owe nobody nothing. He should have just kept quiet, kept doing his videos. That's that. He don't owe nobody nothing. And you know what's sad? The sad part about it. Let me tell you the sad part about it. He joked about Malik Beasley. He joked about Terry Rozier, right? Kwame Brown came and joked about Gil because he said Gil, and I do believe Kwame Brown is right. If if that would have happened with what Gil, I think Kwame Brown. I mean, if Kwame Brown got arrested, I do think Gil would have clowned Kwame Brown. Some stuff you just don't joke about. I'm not gonna joke about nobody laughing, somebody getting catching the case. I just can't do that. You right? He got a whole mob waiting for people. Like he don't know that name fit him. No chill. He just don't get it. He just don't get it. You know, you said when your son got in the accident, you was so hurt. You said your son got in that, you was so hurt. Everybody had their prayers out for him. You don't want to become that guy where people start wanting bad to happen to you. You don't want that. He said his question is how much money you need. What you talking about, Nick T? What you talking about, Nick T? Oh, he said he made over 10 million. Why gamble? Is a gambling is an addiction though. It's an addiction. But what I'm hearing he didn't this is what I'm hearing. He just rented it out. I don't know if he was actually playing, but I know he supposedly had rented it out. He rented it out as a property rental. I think Orlando gave Gil money or Washington. I thought it was Washington gave him all that money, not Orlando. I think it was Washington. That he was on to something. He said, "Y'all think I'm stupid? Y'all think if I didn't know my situation, I'd be out here joking." So he claims that he's not worrying about it. Wow. My boy Disruptor, shout out to Disruptor. Disruptor said Gil lied to the federal investigators and he was part of the game. Go read the wow. See, I didn't know that. See, I didn't know that. When this Disruptor, this just came out. Cause see, I ain't really been following it because it's I didn't like when he started joking and I feel really bad for I like Gil. I don't want nothing to happen to him. I just think he's a little too silly and I just hate that I lost a lot of respect for I lost tons of respect for him because he's an athlete and the way he deride LeBron James don't make sense. And this guy you compete against him. Y'all was like once like a rival. And the way he deride LeBron can't do no wrong in his eyes. I just think that's crazy. I never seen him and even close people. He laugh and joke with Nick Young and everybody else. He would say with his LeBron. I just don't understand that one. See, yeah, see, like I said, I didn't really keep up with it. I knew the very first one that happened. Then I remember he was running out of the jail cell happy. And I remember, I don't even follow him and Kwame Brown going back. I don't think that's funny. Him and Kwame Brown going back and forth. I just seen him post a picture of Kwame Brown. I think that's his brother or father, one of those. It was a document. I think it's his brother. He posted a picture of him, his mugshot. I just think that's going too far. Like some stuff they need to chill, man. Like that shit just be annoying. It takes away from a lot, man. Wow, he said Jet said it was a lie they're gonna sue him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And people gonna clown him. Like it's not the feds, you're not gonna make a fool out the feds. You're not. You're not gonna make a fool out the feds. That I know. You're not gonna make a fool out of them. Them guys gonna keep coming, man. They're gonna keep coming. And then they said they got proof of you gambling. You said you ain't know nothing. You don't know nothing what's going on. You do lie to them? See, all this y'all saying I ain't know nothing about. Cause I have to stop following it. When all the trolling and start happening, cause I know it's serious. And I hate the gassing up and all the stuff somebody get hurt behind it. You're right, the feds don't. You're right, the feds don't. Wow. He said, I didn't know Gil was signed with Clutch. Is that a fact? 'Cause I know people be saying that, but I thought it was a joke. He said Gil signed with Clutch. He said he lost his contract with. Yeah, I figured that he lost his contract with ESPN. He says all fun and games till you face 5 to 15. Track Nation, what up, bro? Now I know he worked out Bronny. He said that. I didn't know he was signed to Clutch, but I know he worked out Bronny. That I know. I know for a fact he worked out Bronny. He said it. He worked him out. About 3 years ago though. It was like Bronny was in high school when he worked him out. He said that's why Gil always teamed LeBron. I don't have a problem with you liking it. I just think that don't come off that no, I'm keeping it real and you could be real about everything else, but then when it come to him, you just like that's my issue. You could like who you want to like. But don't come off as you the real like right now, like how I am, right? Like I don't bullshit you guys about nothing. Let's say I'm always definitive arguing and like keep it real and I'm trying to stand on a guy that always took like keeping it real. But then when it comes to certain player, I don't do that. Like come on. That's the issue I have. It's all right to like somebody, even if you're a little biased. I could deal with a little biasness. But that shit Gil do is way beyond a little biasness. He do it for no reason, and that Josiah is fucking annoying. Josiah is annoying. Now I just can't ride on another man like that. And then even if I did like LeBron like that, right? I think that this how I am. If I could see how LeBron carry a lot of people, that he would support him. Like Brian Windhorst supporting this man for years. And for him to come at Brian Windhorst like that, for him to not go on Draymond Green's show, not him showing love to a lot of people that helped him and supported him, that make it like why would I that right there why I wouldn't if I was a LeBron James fan, let's say I was a LeBron James fan, and my morally, I think it kick in like that where I'm not doing all this and that for this man. This man, even close people to him, he don't rock with like that. He don't. You're right. See that's my issue. See, people think like, oh man, like I just don't like a lot of his ways, and then that's why I don't get it. If I was a fan of him, like I could see the difference between me and a lot of people. I can rock with you, but when I start seeing some funny money stuff, I can easily pivot. Like I could like you as if I was a LeBron James fan. I think me personally. If I was a LeBron James fan, let's say I was his fan from day one he came in the NBA. I believe a lot high him and my morals and principles. I honestly believe I would it would have changed. I know for a fact it would have changed. Because I see how like a lot of stuff he do, I wouldn't have been agreeing with. I make like his game, I make think that he's better than Jordan, all that cool. But his personality would have took a hit and I would have fell back from him. Yeah, Shannon Sharp. He never been on Shannon Sharp show. Shannon Sharp show is popping. You never did Shannon Sharp or Draymond Green show, and these guys they put it all in it for you. Andre Iguodala did like this, like God damn. C. Madison, what up? Exactly. He said Braun never showed the Shannon podcast. And even when Shannon went through the problems he went through, going through, the problems Shannon Sharp going through, I would if I was the Braun, I'm pulling up to, but you didn't Pat McAfee, you put JJ Redick on, you put Steve Nash on, you did the other guy, the other what's that guy name show? Forgot his name. Track Nation said he stopped being a fan of his 5 years ago. Yeah, like I think morally, I think I would have changed. You could like somebody, but like when you like somebody, it doesn't matter what they do morally, and you still high LeBron James fan. LeBron James show a lot of sucker ways. The only real shit, to be honest, LeBron, I'm gonna be honest. The only real shit LeBron James showing is he put them guys on, and he put them guys on who he came in the game with. The Mavericks Carter, Rich Paul, and Randy Mims. That's the only real shit he showed, and he stayed with his wife. He stayed with his wife, and that's the only real shit he showed. And he put them in position. That's how, fuck giving me money, put me in position. He put them guys in. After that, outside of that, and that was 30, well, not 30 years ago. That was 24 years ago. Outside of that, he hasn't shown anything. He he did a lot of sucker shit on the way. He stepped on a lot of toes. A lot of toes. And that's the thing. Kev Williams, thanks, bro. My boy Kev Williams with the super chat. First of the day. I appreciate that, bro. Really do appreciate it. He said LeBron starting to embarrass himself at the. He is. He's embarrassing himself at this point because, bro, you 41 years old and you still acting like a baby. Like, men don't do that. Men don't do that. Like, I get on my kids. Like, men don't do that. Men don't do that. The way you act, that shit is corny. You mad because you ain't getting your way? Like, you feel that way, go all the way with it. You felt that way. If you felt, my thing is this: everybody want their money, right? Your time, however you feel, you know what I mean. The Lakers feel different. You feel you did so much for the franchise. That's how you feel. You did all this for the franchise. They don't look at it as they felt. They felt they did a lot for you, and I think whatever. You wanted a 1+1. Then y'all lying about it. Everybody know this is true. You wanted a 1+1. They didn't give you the 1+1, right? And everything is Luka, and they making it clear. They don't have an earth for Luka, right? You don't like none of the situation going on. Bro, you got all that money. All that money you got. You could have, if you really felt that bad and distasteful for them, you could have opted out. And believe me, you'd have got somebody mid-level. So now you only lose 35 million, but you making that up because you're on a new team, them jersey sales on your new team. Whatever team that would have been. Whatever team would have been. You'd have made so much money on them jersey sales. And then, let's say you plan on playing 2 more years. You're really making that money back. So let's say you took the 15 million somewhere else, right? Instead of the 52 with the Lakers. So you losing some money. Yes, you lose some money. But you getting that back on endorsements, all type commercials. It would have been so many commercials, so much shit, you would have made that money back off the court. Easy. And then even if you felt that disrespectful, you should have did what you had to do. But now, if you're gonna accept it, accept it. My thing, accept it. All right, cool. I took the money now. Accept it. Be a teammate. Accept it. Don't take the money then be pouting. That's the shit. That's why I don't fuck with them. Like, you take the money, you opted in, get the money. Now you pout, and then you're causing all type of problems. You're causing all type of problems. I want y'all to see what he said, and this is definite truth. Look what Horizon said. This is some truth, and this I said. All this is his doing. He said, Bron been trolling about retirement for 3 years now, and he wants to play more years. So he ruined Bronny's college career for no reason. Bronny should have matured in the college. This is true. Now, that is so true. So what happened was this. The original plan was, this exactly what Bron said. His last year in the NBA, he wanted to get to play with his son for his last year in the NBA. He wanted to play with his son his last year in the NBA. That was his goal, to play with his son before he retired. 1 year in the NBA, I'm retiring, I get to play with my son. Bron knew he wasn't retiring no time soon, right? So what that does, it caused Bronny to jump and leave now. Because let's say if Braun would have been like, all right, and let's say if he clearly said next year his last year. I mean, this year his last year. Let's say he said this is last year here, right? Bronny could have came in this year draft and played this 1 year with Braun right there. Then it could have been that. But when he did it, and then he came back and like, oh, I want to play, and saying all these things. That's exactly what happened, man. He doing all this. A team, you got a team hostage. When a team, you know how bad that is. A team don't know when you a major. Well, he's like they number one player. Even though I think AD, but LeBron was like the leader. And a big piece like that, your big money guy, all this stuff there, keep playing around. Is he gonna retire or not? That don't sit well with nobody. They don't know if a team want to know if they're gonna have you. They want to know if they're gonna have you or not. If they're not sure, and you constantly like on the fence about things, and they don't. And teams ain't stupid. Anytime a player, when you seriously thinking retire, you can tell when the player gonna retire by his interest level. Everybody, you listen to everybody who retired. They always say some people like I retire way too late, and some people retire. They be like I know because they interest level. They stop wanting to do certain things. I don't want to work out no more. I don't want to do this. They want to be more about family. They thinking more about this. Like you don't care about your teammates and stuff, the travel, all that don't mean anything no more. It's like you 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I think that's the problem right there. I think that is the problem right there. You can't do that. It just something you can't do. You have to be all in. To win a championship, you got to be all in. If you got one of your top players, contemplating retirement and they saying he's going to retire, it's hard to be all in. If LeBron James announced right now he's going to be retired, he's done. It's hard for the Lakers to win that way. It's hard. He's too much of a major player on that team. He's too much of a major player on that team. LeBron James come out right now and be like, yo, I'm retiring this year. You know for a fact the Lakers ain't winning. The Lakers know for a fact they're not winning. It's hard. When you a top player like that, oh shit, forgot my ID. You're a top player like that, it's not happening, man. LeBron is their second best player on their team. You can't win like that. You can't. Now, if he was they 15th man or even like they 9th man, eighth man come off the bench. If he was like much further down, like they 5th, like 7th best player, even 7th best player. If your 7th best player talk about contemplating retirement, let's say who won this year. Let's say, for instance, who won this year? OKC won a championship this year. I'm trying to think who was their 7th best player. Who like their 7th, 8th best player? I'm trying to think who they seventh, eighth best player on their team. Let's say the guy who shoots jump shots, Wiggins or even Caruso, right? Let's say Caruso, even though Caruso, like I think he's much higher than that. But whoever, your seventh best player, you got a better chance on if they your seventh best player on your team and they talk about retiring, you still probably can win a championship, but not your second best player. It's not happening. It's not happening. I guarantee OKC win a championship this year. I guarantee you, if Jalen Williams said, this is my last year, he comes right out and he mean it. Let's say he really mean it, even though he's young and everything. But he sit there and say, I want to go back to school. I want to become a businessman. My heart not fully into basketball like this. My true passion is a businessman. I got these businesses set up that I want to do with my wife, and we got a big family business. We trying to put together an empire. We trying to do this and do that. My heart not into it. I will guarantee you they won't win no championship as their second best player. They're not winning no championship. I don't care how young he is. Once your mind winning a championship, you have to be locked in. You have to be locked in. That's just the bottom line. If you're not fully locked in mean 100%. When you think of retirement, it's a whole big thing. Even at a job. Somebody about to retire and everybody, oh, should let my last year. Your mind just gone. Your mind is, you got other things you're thinking about. He said Gil retired, he signed with Clutch. That's a good question. Not that he retired, but what business could Clutch into a lot of different things? They could be his man. I don't know. Yeah, because I saw somebody say he signed with Clutch. Maybe they got media company, but Gil signed with Underdog. So I don't know. Oh, his son. That makes a lot of sense. His son. That definitely makes sense. Yeah, Nick Wright signed with Clutch. Nick Wright just came right out and said it. See, that's the main issue I have with LeBron James. It's because he do a lot of unnecessary shit that he don't have to do. You took their money and then do that. That's why I said I can't really be a Laker fan this year. Lakers need to stand up for themselves. I'm still gonna give them a little more time because most people don't react like how I may react, fast and swift. But I'm getting rid of his son. I'm setting it. Remember how I was just saying how the mafia guys do? They set example. First order business, I'm trading his son. I'm trading his son. Or what the Lakers could do, damn stomach. Or what the Lakers could do, when they trade, put his son in the trade. Put his son's salary, put him in a trade. You can't tell me if I'm making a trade, I'm not gonna let, because now it don't look malicious. You put his son in the trade, it don't look malicious. Because you can easily be like, listen, they asked for this, everybody knows trades are salary matching. We needed this extra $2 million
His son made. We need this extra money to make the salary work. We need this extra $2 million to make the salary work. Nobody can sit there and say they did that to get back at Bron. Only way you can say that if they just outright cut him. If they outright cut Bronny, then it's like, yeah, they probably did that. And that might not be that they went at him, because maybe it's a player that they want that's better. But if they put him in a trade, that's what I do. I put him in a trade. That extra $2 million. Listen, we saving the luxury tax. We're moving him. I'm putting him in a trade. That's how you do it. Because he all he doing is disrupting the team right now. A whole bunch of unnecessary chaos. He's a Bronny, they best young player. He's not better than Dalton Connect, or he's not better than better than I do. The rookie that just drafted. He's not better than him. He's not better than that kid. No way he's better than that kid. You know he's not better. Cause had his name not been James, he's still been in college. Had his name not been James, he'd have been at Division II college. He wouldn't even been in D1. No way in the world he'd have been D1 college. Looking at, if he would never been, if he's just a regular Joe Smo, if his name was Bronny Jackson and regular Bro Smo, he'd have been in JUCO college somewhere. He'd been in JUCO. He would not, like, come on. He would never been ranked, never been McDonald's, never been none of that. He never would have been a McDonald's All-American. Never, no way in the world he'd have been at USC. So you know he's not better than Abdul Thero. He's not better than no Dalton Connect. Like, he's not their best young player. Like, let me hurry up. Yeah, get that likes up. Get you guys coming through. Holla.